Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm Nikki Spears, and it is so good to be with you again. I'm so glad you're here, and I want to start by saying thank you. Thank you for the work you do every single day. Thank you for showing up for children, families, and one another. And thank you for being willing to continue this work beyond our January retreat. If you have your Be Extraordinary guide, go ahead and grab it now. You'll want to use this guide for every single video in this series because these videos are meant to be experienced and not just watched. So before we begin, I want to invite you to do something simple. Pause, breathe, reset. So take one hand and place it over your chest or in your lap. Take a breath, just one slow inhale, and then a slow exhale. This series is not about rushing. It's about returning to self again and again. In January, we gathered for our Be Extraordinary retreat, and what a time we had. If you remember, we didn't start with strategies or expectations or performance. We started with you. We slowed down. We reflected. We talked about our energy, values, and the stories we carry into our work every single day. That day wasn't about fixing anything. It was about becoming more aware of how we show up, what drains us, what fuels us, and what's within our control. Well, this video series exists for one reason, and that is to keep that awareness alive, because we know that real change doesn't happen in one powerful day. It happens in small moments, practiced again and again. So over the next 12 months, we'll continue the Be Extraordinary work we started. Each video will be about 15 minutes in length. Each video will invite you to pause, to reflect, to reconnect with your energy and your values. You won't be asked to share anything publicly. You won't be graded on this work that you do. This is not about doing more. It's about doing the inner work that allows everything else to work better. And again, you'll need your guide for each video. So if you need us to send that over again, we can. Some months we'll have you reflect together during the video. Other months, I'll invite you to pause and reflect after the video. But before we go any further, I want to name something important. Values, energy, inner work. All of that can sometimes feel abstract or even disconnected from the real demands of your day. So let me be clear about why this work matters. The way we feel on the inside shapes how we respond on the outside. Our energy shows up in our tone, our patience, our presence, our ability to stay calm, connected, grounded, especially during those hard times. That's why before we talk about what we do, we must pay attention to how we're showing up. This is the bridge between who you are now and who you are becoming. Energy is not about being happy all the time. It's not about pretending that everything is okay when they're not. Energy is about awareness. It's about noticing when you feel drained, noticing when you feel tense, and noticing when you feel steady, when you feel inspired, empowered. At the retreat, we use the energy map to help name those experiences without judgment. Because here's the truth. You can't control everything that happens around you, can you? But you can learn to notice what's happening inside of you and how you're responding to the outer world. And when you notice, you have a choice. And that's where empowerment lives. So let's go ahead and open your guide to the energy check-in page. You don't need to overthink this part. Just ask yourself, where are you right now on the energy map? What's been draining your energy lately? What helps restore your energy? And if you need time, pause the video here and take some time to answer that and create some space for yourself. Now let's talk about values. Values are not rules. They're not even goals you check off. And they're not something you achieve. Values are how we choose to show up, especially when things are hard. Child Crisis Arizona has clear values because values give us direction when things feel heavy. They anchor us when emotions run high. The values give us language for the kind of people we want to be, not just at work, but in the work that we want to do. Over the next coming months, we'll revisit these values one at a time. Growth, positivity, passion, respect, advocacy, sustainability, innovation. These are not just concepts, but lived experiences, right? So here's what I ask of you as we move forward. Come as you are. Be honest with yourself. Use the guide. Take what serves you and leave behind the rest. You don't need to be extraordinary to do this work. You do this work so you can remember that you are already extraordinary. So in our next video, we'll dive deeper into be growth minded, not as a mindset slogan, but as a way of staying open, curious, and compassionate with yourself and others. Until then, take one small moment this week to pause, notice your energy, and choose one act of care for yourself. Extraordinary isn't a title, it's a practice. I'll see you next month.